tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Come tonight into meditation, initially grounding, as we always do, with the body and the breath and the senses. And then we'll invite our senses outward to the larger ecosystem around us and maybe the subtle ecosystem around us. On this week when in some traditions it's said the veils are thin between the worlds. So wherever we are, each in the place where we are, I encourage you to land into a posture that's easeful, conducive for wakefulness. Eyes could be open or closed. If eyes are open, you're just knowing the space you're in. So that's initially maybe the room, the building, or near. If you're outside, what are buildings or trees or features near you? And right away to situate ourselves in place. So you know yourself in the body, in the room, in the building, and then the building at this place in the ecosystem. Knowing where you are in relation to the hills, the valleys, the waterways. So sometimes you could bring the map into your mind, your inner visual sense of where you are, or you can feel into the ecosystem place, more like feeling into which direction from you you know is the nearest stream, even if it's underground in a city. In what direction are the hills? In what direction is the valley floor, the contours around you? See if you can get a felt sense of where you are. And then if you know the compass directions around you, just a felt sense of the larger territory, knowing which way is north, so which way you're facing. Really situating the body in the larger natural world. So we begin there. And you might take a few deep breaths to root into the body as the body remembers its place on the earth. As you have a sense of the body in space, we can invite a sense of the body in time. So knowing for yourself what time of day it is. You can do that by the clock numbers, or you can feel where you are in the cycle of day and night. How's the light? Where's the moon? You feel the time of day. You feel the day of the week. Again, you can either go calendar day or where you are, for instance, in the cycles of the moon. Here we've just come through the new moon. There's a little crescent in the sky. Where you are in the cycle of the month. You can tell time in any of the ways that your body knows time. So you might know where you are in the calendar month. You might know where you are in the lunar month. If your body menstruates, you might know where you are in the menstrual cycle. Or if your body experiences other cycles that you track over time, over the days or weeks or months, that are regular enough to measure time with, you know that. And you can know the larger cycle, what season it is. Feel the season and where you are in the season. Feel where the season sits in the year. And again, there's the calendar year, there's the earth year. Here we are between equinox and solstice. So there's the sense of how the light is changing, how the season is changing. And there's your personal year. You have a sense of your age. You might even feel your age and the earth time, the season of the year, at the same time. So you have a sense of where you are in the flow of time that is your life. This many autumns, this many springs, this many trips around the sun. And you might go further out to feel the phase of life you're in, the decade you're in, the decade we're in together as a globe, as a culture. How we measure time by remembering history, by remembering generations. We're in the middle of this or that era of government, this or that era of music, this or that era of empire, of the evolution of species, of the changing climate, of the ebb and flow of war and peace. Feeling this moment in time. And as we do these reflections, just seeing what it feels like. Seeing if any either story or emotion is stirred. Don't get too lost in story. Stay with the breathing body. But feel the body in time and space. And then you might just see where your interest pulls you in this reflection. In either of the two channels, space or time, you can go further toward the cosmic. In space, you can feel yourself in your state, on your continent, where you are on the globe, where the globe is in the solar system, in the galaxy, in the universe of galaxies. In time, you can feel yourself at this moment in human history, and beyond in this moment in mammalian history, animal history, earth history. And you can feel the time before the creation of the earth and the countless eons of matter and perhaps consciousness moving through the stars, coalescing in different places, in different ways. You feel yourself in vast space and long time. And so just see where your attention is drawn in this. Maybe that means see where the feeling is strongest. And feel there. Or see where there's numbness. And slow down there. Feel there. And without thinking too much. Let your energetic tendrils, your deep mind, do the feeling. The only way to really perceive vast space or deep time is to relax and open to it. Whenever the mind starts to think about it or hooks into a particular aspect of it, the story tends to get narrow and the energy shrinks. See if you can remain with the energy spacious and far-reaching. If practice like this ever doesn't feel right in any way, just let go of the reflection and come back to the sensations of the body sitting. Just be with this body right here in the immediate space and time. I'll invite one more optional reflection. That just as space and time can be perceived in a vast way by relaxing into them, consciousness or sentience pervades the universe. That's a way of saying that you can think of there being beings of various kinds everywhere that we can't see or that live in subtle realms or aspects of being. And the Buddhist system calls these devas, spirit beings of many, many kinds. One way to be with them is not so much to reach out to make contact, but just to let the sense of the material and the visible being all there is, just to let that sense soften and to take, to respect the felt sense that we can get of there being subtle energies that move around us and through us. When you see a great tree in the forest or a river or an exquisite flower, and there's a sense that there's an energy, there's a subtle aliveness there that's potent. You can understand that as a kind of being, a kind of sentience, a kind of spirit being. The evidence of the presence of a kind of spirit being. And so just to open to the possibility that the universe is full of beings that are different from us in being not material, can just soften our sense of fixation on the material. It's similar to deep time or vast space. Do less. Be more dropped back into open stillness, listening. You can do this with a clear sense of psychic boundary. You're not inviting in troublesome energies. You're just perceiving what's there, or being willing to perceive what's there. So we'll practice like this in silence, exploring, or just returning to the body breathing, stabilizing the attention, resting the heart in kindness and presence. So wherever your attention has been in this investigation, if you've been with deep space or deep time or deep conscious sentience and beings, just come back to the body, simple, your own heart, simple, just here. If you need to re-ground, you really come into the sense of the body sitting in its place, feel the body in its posture. Or for more, you might open the eyes and see your space, and really root back into this exact room, this exact place, this exact moment in time. Just being right here. And I'll close with Homage 3 times. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa.